And welcome everybody over to Vino Entertainment TV. What's really going on? Hey Sarah, baby, how you doing? What's going on, Sarah? Sarah, blessings to you, sister. Man, today we're gonna talk about things we know, already know, and things they trying to trick us with, and things that we need to know. It's a lot of stuff that we need to know, y'all. They ain't telling us a lot of stuff. They hiding it. They hiding it. But that's okay though. Cause believe you me, I'm in the bushes on everything. I'm checking everything out. I sure am. Mm-hmm. So let's get started, y'all. I hope everybody day been fine. I've been had a great day. Man, it's been raining here in Texas. Um, I normally call my elders on Sundays, but I ain't called nobody today. I've been lazy today. So if I don't talk to them today, excuse me, I will talk to them tomorrow. Most definitely, because I'll be on my game with calling my elders. Let's see here. Let's get started. Let's get started.
I'm so glad the internet lives forever. I told y'all what he was gonna do. Y'all tried y'all motherfucking best to roast me in my goddamn comments about that goddamn 401k. And I was like, listen, y'all do what y'all wanna do. Donald Trump's gonna figure out another motherfucking way to start fucking with y'all money. I'm listening to the brokers. Oh, put your money in private equity. Oh, okay. Moved all hundreds of $1,000s over to goddamn private equity, and look what the fuck he just did. Signed a goddamn EO to let his rich, unintelligent motherfuckers on Wall Street fuck with our money. Y'all got to be out y'all motherfucking mind. Donald Trump not messing with no more of my shit. Do you hear me? I will be living in the motherfucking dollar store from now on. I will not buy nothing other than what the fuck I need. I will wear the same motherfucking clothes until hell freezes over. I'm not giving this motherfucking country another goddamn ounce of me. Do y'all understand me? Monday cannot get here fucking fast enough so I can pull all my goddamn money out. That's it. Emails are going out as soon as I get my black ass in the house. I'm over this shit. I'm fucking over. Y'all better too. Black people need to wake the fuck up and fast. Fuck this shit.
So I guess Donald Trump is trying to mess with the 401k plan money. What? How can he mess with their money? How? And it's the 401k plan money that's out your check every week or every month. However you get it, every month, every week, every 2 weeks, however you get paid. How you gonna mess with somebody's money that they put in for them to hold back some money for themselves, but when they get older or when they get ready to check out, they go from one. Some jobs have it where you have 401k plan on their job, and when you quit their job, you can transfer it to the next job that you go to that has 401k plan. And I know a lot of people do that, and a lot of people count on their 401k plan money, but when they get retired from their job, they have that money also, to lean back on, while you wait on your other money get processed through the system, through Social Security or whatever. So 401k money is really very important money to have when you're on a job that offer that. So I wonder, if they're gonna mess with the 401k plan money, I wonder, will they end up taking it away where there's no 401k in the package deal anymore when you go to work, when you work. I wonder. But that's messed up. But y'all, let's talk about the meat, y'all. Let's talk about this meat. We spoke on this before.
Look at this. I'm not sure how much chicken you guys have prepared in the past, but how much of you all remember the chicken just kind of separating on its own, pulling it apart without any effort? Why? What is this part of the chicken, y'all? You remember your chicken coming apart like this? This is coming right from the Kroger bag. This is their chicken, and you can see right out of the bag the lines are there, and it just comes apart. I don't know.
Now, wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. I shop at Kroger's. Wait one doggone minute. So they are still putting the lab meat out. And evidently, they're not putting the label on the lab meat, on the lab grown meat. Remember the lab meat we've been talking about way back when the first year came, maybe last year, whatever. We talking about the lab grown meat. Well, that's much what she that's much what she got was that meat, and she said there were chicken tenders from Kroger's. Do you know chicken tenders from Kroger's is damn near $10, and for them not to be no good? What in the hell? So they, we talked about how they're gonna be gluing meat and putting out. Yeah, Sarah, isn't that something? She had some lab grown meat. That's what she had. Some chicken tenders. She had some lab grown meat, y'all. That's what she had. And evidently, I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't see no label on there that said lab grown meat. I just seen where it said Kroger's and it said chicken tenders. So Kroger's is selling lab grown meat now? Okay, well, I don't really buy meat. I don't buy meat from Kroger's, no way. But y'all did see how her tenders was falling apart. And meat don't fall apart like that, y'all. Meat do not fall apart like that. That's meat. That meat is made from the lab, and I don't think they putting the labels on their packages. But I have to also ask: was that label? Was it also into the ingredients? Perhaps maybe she missed the ingredient. She should have read the ingredients. Maybe it's in the ingredients. Maybe. But why would be in the ingredients and everybody don't read the ingredients? Shouldn't it just be up on the label on the package meat deal? It says lab grown meat. But I think she had some of that kind of meat, Sarah. I think she had some lab grown meat, Sarah. I really, really do. I really do. And you know how I brought to you all how they were changing everything in restaurants and different cities and states, how they got the robots, like they got here in Texas. They got some in California, but now they doing a restaurant totally different now. Let's go into it, y'all. Let's dig deep.
Look, y'all, so apparently, right, I'm headed into this Burger King in Florida, right? Now, mind you, y'all, when we go in Burger King, look what this is. Look at this. Oh.
This is Florida.
So you gotta order at the kiosk at Burger King, yeah. Look at this. Okay. Oh wow. Okay.
Boss back.
So nobody's here. You gotta pick your order up from here. Okay. Okay. You don't deal with anyone here. You just order your food and pick it up at a Burger King.
Yes, sir. It's a possibility. It might be in the ingredients or something. Yeah, it's a possibility. But y'all. But wait a minute. In that Burger King, they have well, I don't know what you want to call it, the kiosk, what you want to call it. So you go in there and you push in what you want. So that right there eliminates, you didn't make my food right. Why my food ain't made right? You didn't put this on there. You forgot this. You forgot that. Why it look like this? It ain't the right order. Now they got a reason to say you didn't push in the system how you wanted it. If you would put in the system how you wanted it, it would be made the way you presented in the system, and then would be how we got it on the screen. So therefore, there is nobody in that restaurant that first said, there's nobody in there to take your money. There's nobody in there to do nothing. What's going on? And this is in Florida. I didn't see no chairs in there. All I seen was about 3 people standing around. I seen somebody in the back there working. True enough. They got somebody making food, but you would not be able to talk to nobody, no nothing. What's going on, y'all? What's going on, Florida? What y'all got going on up there in Florida like that right there? So if y'all got it there, just believe you me, somewhere down the line between this year, if it work out well there in Florida, somewhere down the line between this year and next year, it's going to trigger on down to other states how they got this Burger King, y'all. So that means that they put people out of business as far as employees. They ain't got no employees and they even working. Besides the one that's making the food behind the counter, and you don't even see them, it's blocked off. Let's see that one more time. I'm in the class with that one more time. My bad.
Look, y'all, so apparently, right, I'm headed into this Burger King in Florida, right? Now, mind you, y'all, when we go in Burger King, look what this is. Look at this. Oh,
Look how empty it is.
So you gotta order at
Put your own food in.
Yeah.
What you want.
Look at this. Okay.
Right there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Boss back.
So nobody's here. You gotta pick your order up from here.
Oh, there's a cash register. Looks like one.
Okay.
Empty. Not one soul up in there.
You don't deal with anyone here. You
Eating.
just order your food and pick it up at a Burger King.
Well, must I just say, there goes some jobs. There goes some jobs. Man say, there goes some jobs. Employees ain't gonna have no job. It's gonna eliminate a lot of people. Day shift, night shift, morning shift. Oh man. So I just don't know what to say about that, y'all. I really don't. It's gonna be a problem. Yes, sir. The robots, yes, ma'am. They are taking over. Oh my God. Man, wow. A lot of people ain't gonna have no jobs. The robots are putting people out of work. Let's check out the Texas Roadhouse. Y'all be careful about what you eat. Understand me.
Texas Roadhouse in Walpole, you need to be firing Deanna, you need to be firing Crystal, and you need to be making sure Maya and her family gets free Texas Roadhouse for life. That $70 gift card is not gonna fucking cut it. It wouldn't even touch an emergency room bill if she would have swallowed one of them staples. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm gonna tag the creator below, but let me carry on. So you know how when you sit down, they bring bread to the table. Well, they sit down, bring the bread, the little sister bites into the bread, and there is a mass of staples. So they call the manager over and says, hey, look at this. The manager's like, oh my gosh, maybe the staples fell in when we opened the container, they fell into the batter, and they were baked in. That was the first time. Second time was, well, we actually don't even have staples here. Well, how the fuck y'all put this stuff up on the billboards? Okay. Third time was, you sure you ain't bring them in here and cook them in the back, then put them on your own fucking table? Furthermore, on top of that weak ass $70 gift card, the little sister and the mom are currently in the emergency room trying to make sure that the little sister's okay and that the staples didn't have like blood on them or things like that she might have ingested and we didn't know. And I love Texas Roadhouse, but I'll stop going somewhere if they start treating us like we the problem and like we don't keep their businesses open. I was pissed when I saw the video. I was pissed when I heard how passive they were. And I was even more pissed when I found out about that $70 damn. Do better. And I'm also glad that her video is receiving traction and I better hear better news by tomorrow.
I'm gonna discuss it. I got some commentary on it when we get through. Hold on.
Picture this. You bite into a roll and find a staple. Maya, a longtime Texas Roadhouse fan, posted on TikTok about her 6-year-old sister being served rolls with staples inside.
My sister, she's chewing her bread. You know, usually my mom, she cuts it up, puts the butter on. My sister's 6 years old, so obviously she's not doing that herself. And mid-bite, my sister's like, ow, like there's something hard in here. So my mom takes the bun to inspect it. We open the bun to find staples. We find staples, like, baked into the bread.
When they brought it to the attention of one of the managers, her name was Crystal, she apologized and offered to comp the meal. But then another manager, Deanna, questioned them and said the restaurant was a staple-free facility. And then she only comped one meal because, in her words, no one was injured. That response didn't sit well.
And she goes, well, this is a staple-free premise, so we don't have no staples in
But
this
yeah,
building.
there's staples on some paperwork at a table right next to us.
Clock it, and I got photos. I'm putting every photo in this.
Maya wasn't looking for a freebie, but she was insulted by being made to feel at fault, and she let TikTok know. Her video now has nearly 200,000 views and more than 8,000 shares in under 24 hours. Since then, the Walpole, Massachusetts location has been review bombed and over 60 new one-star reviews in just under 18 hours. Here's the online reputation management takeaway. 1. Never argue intent with a customer. Even if you doubt the claim, questioning them publicly makes it worse. 2. Address the safety issue head on. Customers don't want to hear no injuries. They want to know what you're doing so that this never happens again. And 3. Consistency in response matters. Right now, the negative reviews are stacking up faster than their replies. Speed counts. Texas Roadhouse corporate and the local managers need to reply with empathy and explain how they will investigate the food safety and reassure both Maya and the public. Because right now, it is a public concern. One poorly handled moment at the table just became a reputational crisis online. Businesses, what are your plans when this happens to you?
Texas Roadhouse. Oh, I would never go to you. That's why right now, the way so much racism toward my people, it is not best for us to go to the damn restaurant. You know why? Those people in the back there, those white supremacists, those mega people, I hate to say it like that, they can be back in the back and be back there fucking your shit up and be putting STDs in your food, spitting in your food, all that kind of stuff. Now, why would this little girl have staples in her bread, in the rolls? And they try to make like they did it. They bought the staples in the how the hell put some staples in the restaurant and bake them in the damn roll? How? How is that possible? And hell yeah, y'all got staples back there in the office. That's some BS. It's some damn staples back there. Yes, it is. They lying. That's why I'm supposed to be going out to eat and whatever. I'm not doing that. Because I don't trust any white person in back there fixing my damn food. I don't want no honky. I'm sorry, fixing my food back there. And that right there really pissed me off. That pissed me off. Because, see, that make me don't want to go to restaurants and eat no food because you can do anything. You can be jacking off in my food, spitting in my food, putting staples in my food, putting an STD in my food, anything. That's crazy. I'm sick of them damn honkies acting like they ain't got no damn sense. We all share the same goddamn blood. Motherfuckers getting on my nerve with that. Making me sick. And it's sad. It's pitiful. Ridiculous. It's not even more standards. That's stupidity. And I hope she sue the hell out of the Texas Roadhouse and get everything she can get out their ass. That little girl, I'm glad she didn't swallow no staple. But let's check out the white folks' view.
So I might have witnessed the actual craziest thing I have ever seen at a restaurant in my entire life last night. So right around 7:30 last night, my fiance and I got to Texas Roadhouse in Walpole, Massachusetts, and we're seated at a table, and almost immediately when we're seated, we can tell there's some sort of issue going on at the table directly behind us. The guests were a few women and a little girl that looked like she's probably 5 or 6, and we couldn't hear too much because the music was really loud, but we could hear a little bit, and from what we gathered, the little girl bit into a roll and there were multiple staples in the roll. Thankfully, I don't think the girl actually ate any of the staples, but Jesus Christ. And to make things worse, I hear what I assume is one of the managers telling them that they didn't have staples on the premises, aka insinuating the people are lying to get a free meal. Meanwhile, there's a girl at the table directly behind us with a packet listing all the menu items, and there are staples in that packet. To blatantly lie about something so serious like that is crazy and absolutely grounds for a lawsuit. But Texas Roadhouse needs to address this and work on their safety protocols, because this was absolutely unacceptable and completely avoidable.
Even that little lady said she was there. The little girl, 5 or 6 years old. Do y'all know how it would mess up her organs, her lungs, how it go down her throat? That's crazy. That is, man, say, it don't pay now to eat out with these haters, with this racism. It don't pay to eat out. It don't pay for none of that. I mean, you can't trust nobody. You just can't trust them. You can't even trust the damn grocery store. You see they selling lab grown meat in the stores. And those chicken tenders are about $10 damn over at Kroger's. Those were no cheap chicken tenders. They, yeah, that part. I don't understand. That's why I have not been watching the news lately. I'm sick of these people. I'm sick of these niggas. And I'm sick of these hunkies. And if you mad how I said, I don't give a damn. I said like I said. I'm sick of all y'all. Y'all acting like y'all ain't got no sense, especially the hunkies. Acting like y'all ain't got no damn sense. What's wrong with you people? I'm telling you, every time that man get president, somehow y'all always come out and show y'all ass every time. Every time. Y'all make me sick. You make me sick. And this world is so big. Well, it's big enough for everybody to live in. Everybody to live in and get what they need to get to take care of and provide for their family. But Texas Roadhouse, I will not eat a damn dime from you. I eat at home. Whatever y'all make in the restaurants, I can make it at home. I can't make it at home, but damn, I don't even need to eat it, right? Right. That's how I feel. And I'm just sick of it. It's just really getting on my nerve. But hey, Tia Kemp, she on Rick Ross. And she on his girlfriend, Nick Hard. Y'all know Rick Ross got a girlfriend. She's an American supermodel over in some country. And she's over here in the United States. So she's been hanging out with Rick Ross. So they're just saying that she is Rick Ross' new girlfriend. But she's pretty, though, y'all. Check her out.
One thing about me, I'm finna tell. I'm going to tell. You got me. I'm finna tell. Nah, they run around Target in buggies. But someone just emailed this girl booty hole and a porn site. This girl was a porn star. Whoever Johnson is, she's all over the internet. And somebody emailed me. I'm telling. Let me show you. Please don't take my page from me. Don't take it. 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 Don't take it from me. Don't take it. Look at this. Look. I'm saying, no, it's right here. I'm finna tell you what site is on. They say the hoe been selling asshole and pussy. Look at this shit. She got a scorpion. She a Scorpio? It's right in the middle of her back. She got a Scorpio right in the middle of her back. Girl, your asshole wide ass open on this internet. So the website is EROME. E-Rome. I don't know if she was in Europe on a porn star site. What? Or what? But it's in America now, bitch. You in America. It's in America. Girl, you should never roll around on that buggy at Target because they done showed your asshole. It's all out. Pretty titties. Nice body. It's clean. It looks, you know, it ain't altered. So that's what I mean by clean. It's natural. I don't know about the inside of nothing. I checked my email. Someone emailing me saying, here's your BD new girlfriend. She was a porn star. Well, I ain't got the motherfucking lie to y'all. Let me go to my email. If she wants to say thanks, look. Someone emailed me. Someone emailed me. She is a verified escort with new pictures and videos on erome.com. Let me look up erome.com.
I'm letting y'all know I need help. I've been kidnapped. I'm in Target.
You riding dirty. Riding dirty.
Yo, look at these. Yo, guys. Yes, yo. Somebody save me. What are we here for?
I'm looking for the kitchen appliances, and then we're going to head over to the grocery.
Because we finna make some fresh Cinnabons. The Cinnabons roped me in, guys, but as you can see, I've been kidnapped. I'm in Target, if you see me.
You're only kidnapped.
That is Rick Ross, new GF. He got him a new lady. How about that? Rick Ross got him a new lady. And Tia Kemp be on Rick Ross. She said she don't want Rick Ross. She can't stand Rick Ross, but she on his ass. She really is. I mean, every time I see something really about Rick Ross, Tia Kemp puts it out. She puts it out every single time she put it out there, his business out there. Boy, Rick Ross, Tia Kemp be on you. That's your girl. That's your ex-girl. And you can't control her because she be on your butt. But hey, look like he happy, he's smiling and he's skinning and grinning from ear to ear. But we all know that, relationships start out like that on a good term, happy to go lucky, but at the end, it always be some kind of mess come in and just knock it all down and break it all apart.
So if you think you've heard the worst thing, you probably haven't heard the worst thing until right now, unless you've already heard about this worst thing. But yesterday, you had all these firefighters, 400 firefighters in Washington State, battling the Bear Gulch blaze on the Olympic Peninsula. And it's a really big fire. It's the largest fire in Washington State this year. And all of a sudden, federal agents show up and start arresting firefighters who are literally fighting this out-of-control blaze. And the Seattle Times reported on this and said, one firefighter attempted to walk over to his company vehicle to get something to drink and appeared to have been called back by federal officers. In images shared by firefighters from the scene, a U.S. Customs and Border Protection vehicle is parked nearby. Officers wearing police vests are seen arresting a firefighter, while another appears to be restrained. According to one of the firefighters, they were denied the chance to say goodbye to the detained crew members. Quote, I asked him if his family could say goodbye to him because they're family, and they're just ripping them away, a firefighter told the Times. And this is what he said, you need to get the fuck out of here. I'm going to make you leave. They are arresting firefighters at the scene of a blaze, people who are risking their lives. You have these rent-a-cops showing up and arresting them. So I'm just asking, is this what you voted for? I'm actually being serious. Is this what you voted for? Trump supporter, MAGA guy, arresting firefighters at the scene of a blaze as they are fighting the fire? Is this what you voted for? This level of cruelty, of meanness, of raw, fucking venomous awfulness? Is this making America awesome? Are you happy with this? Are you proud of yourselves? Fucking arresting firefighters at the scene as they're fighting fires to protect America. Is this what you voted for? I can't even believe this is happening. I can't even fathom you're an ICE agent and you feel good about yourself showing up at a fucking firefighter and arresting the guys fighting the fire. There's always a new low, but this is a low. And if the Democrats don't fucking pounce on this shit, which they haven't been doing because they're afraid, immigration, it's a sensitive issue, they're as big a fucking bunch of pussies as I think they are. It's fucking reprehensible. That's it.
Question. How you gonna arrest firefighters that's putting a blaze out? It's trying to save something. Isn't that crazy? The blacks, the whites, and the Mexicans, the Puerto Ricans, the Africans, the Muslims, the Ethiopians, the Indians, the Japanese, who are all just still in the United States on the down, they call poor people, mid-grade people. We all need to stand together. We all need to stand together and pull together. And pull together and work on this problem that we got. And the problem that we got is where it's in D.C. We need to pull together and work together as one instead of being divided and fighting against each other. And we all got the same complaint about the same person, the same man. But we might just say it in different ways, but we all got the same agreement, the same problem. Why can't we all just get together and fight this? I don't understand. Right, Sarah. Exactly. Right. Why we all can get together and fight this? And we already know it's more poor, more people just in the middle mid. You know, it's more than, I believe it's more than us than it is the people who got the money, the mega people, the racist people. And believe you me, even the racist people are some of the poorest ass people too. I see poor racist people. Again, I have seen some poor who don't have shizznizzle. But still, you want to fight against the ones who trying to get something to make something. And you in a position where you poor. You're a poor racist person. What that look like? If you're gonna be racist, at least you need to be up there with the mega people. You know what good is doing you? You down here poor, a poor racist, a poor Ku Klux Klansman. Man, let me go on. But anyway, yeah, that part. Gavin Newsom, I like this white boy, and let me tell you something. If he run for president in 2028, he got my vote.
Gavin Newsom just broke Donald Trump and MAGA with his most recent post. Now, as you know, Gavin Newsom has been trolling Donald Trump epically the last few days. Well, his last post sent Donald Trump into hiding. Take a look at this. Nothing but a picture that says, "So nice." Yeah, this has sent MAGA spiraling. They are absolutely in their emotions right now over that post. And Donald Trump, he is yet to respond. In fact, he hasn't responded at all to Newsom. And before you say, well, he's just really busy right now, today he has played golf and took time out of his day to call Nicole Wallace a loser. So if Donald Trump has time for that, he could respond to Newsom, but he can't, because Newsom is doing something to Donald Trump that he isn't ready for. He's just giving back his same energy to Donald Trump, and he can't respond. He needs to feed off of whatever somebody else is doing, but in this case, he would just be feeding off himself. He is a broken man.
Get on his neck, Newsom. Get on his neck, and I mean you ride that neck till it break. You hear me, Newsom? But they're saying Trump is sick. They're saying he's shutting down. I don't know. They say he got bruises on his hands. And I seen a video today and I did see the bruises on his hands. They're saying that he have not been out golfing. He ain't been doing none of that. So nobody's seen him. So I wonder where he at. Where he hiding at. But let's talk about Joel Osteen. You know, y'all remember when they had that big old flood and Joel Osteen didn't want nobody coming to his church and he locked everybody out, and then when he did open it up, he ended up flooding anyway. Because he forgot. You know, you said this is God's house and you're gonna close my people out where they can't come in, you know, and get some warmth and get out the water, but you close the door on them. But when you open your doors back up, you thought the flood was over. It went in and flooded everything. See, God don't like ugly. You get to keep on remembering yourself that we are God's child. Let's check it out. Cat Williams is on Joel Osteen, but
yep, y'all.
What if the most powerful man in your church isn't a preacher, but an actor? That's the chilling question burning through millions of screens right now, after explosive claims by comedian and cultural disruptor Cat Williams, who says America's most famous pastor, Joel Osteen, isn't just preaching prosperity, he's performing it. Joel Osteen is no ordinary preacher. With a voice like silk and a smile that stretches stadiums, he's built Lakewood Church into one of the largest congregations in the world, reaching over 7 million viewers weekly. His books top charts, his sermons are streamed like Netflix specials, and his lifestyle? Luxury jets, a $10.5 million mansion, Ferraris, and allegedly, even a yacht. But behind the polished persona and feel-good affirmations lies a much deeper and darker controversy. Is Joel Osteen selling God or selling out? In a series of bombshell interviews, Cat Williams doesn't just raise an eyebrow, he lifts the veil. His accusation? Joel Osteen isn't a messenger of God, but a high-level performer, profiting off hope and distraction.
The Bible said, do not put your trust in men. It's pretty specific. Why? Well, because everybody can be compromised except you.
Even more shocking, Williams claims Osteen's empire, fueled by the prosperity gospel, is not about faith but finance. A 2017 hurricane, a hidden stash of cash inside a church wall, millions in taxpayer-funded PPP loans. It all adds up to one unsettling question. Is Joel Osteen a shepherd or a showman? Let's break this down logically. The prosperity gospel, which Osteen embodies, teaches that donations and faith will be rewarded with wealth. But critics, including theologians and Christian publications, argue it's a misinterpretation of Scripture. Jesus himself warned, "It is easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter the kingdom of God." Yet Osteen doesn't just walk the needle's eye, he flies over it, in an alleged $86 million Airbus A19. Despite claiming he takes no salary from his church, Osteen earns millions through books, speaking gigs, and donations, leveraging faith as a brand. His sermons, often void of direct scripture, are more motivational seminars than spiritual doctrine.
That's why I wrote my new book. I'll show you 15 things you can do to live healthier and longer. You can get up each morning with more energy. You can go to work with more vitality. You can be free from what's limiting your life.
When pastors become celebrities and churches become corporations, the consequences ripple beyond religion. Spiritual exploitation. Vulnerable followers give money hoping for miracles, only to see their pastor grow richer while they grow desperate. Loss of trust. Scandals like the $600,000 hidden in a church wall destroy faith in both the church and charitable institutions. Cultural shift. Megachurches blur the line between faith and fame, pushing people toward skepticism, or worse, cynicism. If this is what modern worship looks like, are we watching church, or just a really good show? In 2020, during a global pandemic, Osteen's church accepted $4.4 million in PPP loans, while paying zero taxes. Small businesses shuttered. People lost homes. Yet the empire rolled on. Ethically, that's not just questionable, it's dystopian. Legally, no rules were broken. But morally, it raises the chilling possibility that faith has become a tax-free hustle, protected by charisma, shielded by PR, and excused by the very followers it's supposed to uplift. And this isn't just about Osteen. It's about an entire system of mega churches, celebrity pastors, and untaxed empires built on belief. So what now? Ask questions. Just because a message feels good doesn't mean it's truth. Follow the money. Demand transparency from religious institutions, especially when your donations are involved. Reclaim the pulpit. Support local churches and spiritual leaders grounded in community, not celebrity. Faith was never supposed to be for sale. The truth is painful. But if you love the truth, it becomes the mother truth. Cat Williams. Maybe that's what this moment is about. Not just exposing one man, but uncovering a system. One where light is traded for likes, and sermons are monetized into sound bites. So we ask, is your pastor feeding your soul, or feeding his bank account?
I don't like Joel Osteen. And he's not a pastor. He is a motivational speaker. I went to this lady convention. I can't think of the name of the lady name was. And she's a motivational speaker. She's not a pastor. They call her a pastor, but I'm like, she's not a pastor. She's a motivational speaker. Joel Osteen's a motivational speaker. And he's a crook. If you're a pastor, if you are a pastor, why do you need a mansion? Why do you need airplanes, jets? Why do you need Ferraris and things like that? If you're a pastor, why do you need those things? Now, if you're a pastor out of all people, you should know the Bible. You should know the Bible. But getting those materialistic things if you are a pastor. So my question is, why do pastors get these things, or motivation speakers who want to lead people to think that they're pastors? Why they get these things and they know the Bible? The Bible says certain things about certain things, about mansions and being greedy and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So if they a pastor or a motivation speaker with the Bible, shouldn't they know the right and wrong that's in the Bible, what it says in the Bible? Shouldn't they know that? Wouldn't you think they would know that? But see, I would think that Joel Osteen would have had enough when his church flooded, when he didn't want nobody in his church. He blocked everybody out. He didn't want nobody in his church. Nobody. He didn't want to help nobody. But the same person that don't want to help nobody, you need them to sell your book, make book sales, to be there to fill your congregation up, to fill that building up where you having your book sales and things like that. You need the people, and he wouldn't even help the people when they had the flood. But God said, "These are my kids, and you would not shut them out." And He flooded that church. And you would think He still would get some sense, right? But He ain't got none yet. I don't understand. And at this point in time, Cat Williams can't say too much because he in a lot of hot water. Because one of his the comedian got unalive that was doing going on tour with him, got unalive, and come to find out, Cat Williams, security guard, unalived the man at Cat Williams' home. So he got a lot to get out of the hot water himself instead of being in somebody else's business. Don't you think that? I do. Now, Black Panthers. I respect you all. I know about you all. I know what you do. But y'all not coming out like you're supposed to. Y'all not.
If you don't hurt people,
don't
you ain't
step
gonna
towards me again.
Shut your ass
okay?
up.
You better not step towards me again.
Shut your ass
you
up.
Right
I'm right here.
Okay, take another step.
Physical distance.
I know.
Arm's length.
You right.
I know the law. I know I'm right. I know I'm right. I know I'm right. You shouldn't have a badge on, you fucking bully. This is what's going on. If the people in the community are mad about what y'all doing, you should be listening to what they say and trying to fix it. Not getting in their face talking about, I wish you would, because I will. I'm not scared. You see how many of y'all, comrades, walk 50 feet that way. Walk 50 feet that way. Excuse me, can y'all back up just a little bit? I want to display something. I'm by myself. I'm not scared of all of y'all. Right? I'm telling you, if black people are brutalized in Philadelphia, we gonna get involved. We don't want to get involved. We want to serve the community together. We want to stop the drugs and stuff together. But you can't be on both sides of the line. So you can't be punching people or stepping on their head or laughing at them while they're having a seizure and then want somebody to be nice to you. You see what I'm saying? If I did that, my comrades did that, I'd fuck my comrade up. My comrade wouldn't be walking around next to me in a uniform, and I wouldn't care if I got fired or sued or any of that shit because I stand for it. You supposed to stand for that. You see what I'm saying? So if you, right, but that shit right there wasn't me. I got you, but then I hear you, but what I'm saying to you is I'm telling you why. I'm telling you where this anger come from. You see what I'm saying? If the police don't brutalize people in this neighborhood, we don't got to get with the police. But if we get video sent to us of that, we going to come yelling and screaming and ready to fight. Guess what? You got a right to bullshit. It's not funny. That's why you're a pig. See, police officers, police officers that serve the community, they cool. But when police officers laugh at people having seizures because they slammed them on the ground, that's a pig, right? When police punching you is not part of their policy. That's a pig, right? The police officer says I would dignify everyone I encounter during the commission of my shift. If they're not dignifying everybody they come encounter with, that's a pig. It says I would treat everybody with courtesy and respect. If they hop out talking like this, bald-headed bully, that's a pig. You understand what I'm saying? That man is black in the black community being a pig, right? I want y'all to know the difference. I also want you to know that you do not have to be scared of them. See what I'm saying? You don't gotta be scared of them. You understand? I will get into it with them and die before I let them do anything to you, sister. You don't gotta be scared of them. And more black men in this community need to get their I got my record expunged. I got a gun license right here. More black people need to get their record expunged, and they need to get legally armed so that they're not the only ones with the guns. So that the punching and the slamming and the putting the foot on the head, all that shit stops. Because all three of those things happen in that camera, and they're not going to happen while I'm here. I got you. What's your name, sir? My name is Paul Birdsong. I'm the chairman of the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense. What's yours? Listen. We here to be peaceful. We just here to make sure nothing goes wrong. That's what I'm here for.
We don't need no hostility.
There is hostility. Listen. If you don't want hostility, hold your comrades accountable. Every officer that's in that tape should be arrested.
I remove them, right?
What about the officer that slammed that man in there and laughed as he had a seizure?
Well, we can take care of that. We can take care of that.
Oh, we gonna take care of it. We already found him.
Well,
listen,
listen,
every badge number in the video.
You can't make threats.
I didn't make a threat. I responded to one. He said it. I said, we're the Panther Party's here. We're not gonna let you beat up on anybody here. That's not a threat. That's us defending ourselves. We're the Black Panther Party for self-defense. He got out the car and said, if I interfere with him doing his duty, it's gonna be a problem. I said, your duty's not to punch nobody, right, or kick nobody, or laugh when anybody's having a seizure. So if you illegally put your hands on somebody, I'm gonna intervene. I don't care if it's a problem. I'm not just voicing my opinion. I'm telling you that the black people will not be the victims of the police in this community no more while we're here. Okay. That's all I'm saying. And I'm gonna recruit others around here. So when I leave, they're gonna continue not being the victims. Okay. Right, all right. You hold your comrades accountable. I make sure mine do the right thing too. Black power. Black power.
My thing is we need more of the Black Panthers to come out. And I see a lot of people running around with their flags, they marching, they singing. Okay, where are you? You know what I'm saying? Where are you? I'm seeing my sisters, getting charged about it by these vanilla people. I see my people getting accused of stealing this and stealing that. They ain't stole nothing by the vanilla people. I see where, and you also seen where at Texas Roadhouse, my people can't even go eat without somebody putting something in their food, harming them, harming their kid. It's crazy. We need more of our men to stand up for our sisters, stand up for our young boys, stand up for the right for us. Because all I see right now is those vanilla people standing up for their people. And what I mean by that, they bringing their racism out, talking bad, thinking they're bad with the chest all poked all up. These old men, old vanilla men, think they won't go to the sisters, my black queens in them faces and try to charge them up. No, go charge your bad built ass vanilla wife up. That just kills me. But my brothers, what we need to come out the closets, come out the bushes. I see y'all marching. I see y'all saying the singing, and you're singing your songs and with your flags and things like that. Where are you? Where are you? Who's standing up for the rights for the black and brown people? Like I said, the mega people and the racist people, they think they got it made. But we come together again, like I said, the Indian people, the Ethiopian, the blacks, the whites who don't stand for what's going on, the Mexicans that is legal, that's legal, the Chinese, all the people that's considered as the mid-grade people need to pull together and get on these mega people and these racist people's butt. But my thing is, I'm saying again, how can some of these people I see poor vanilla people, but they have the nerve to be racist? But your house looking like shit, your kids looking trashy, but you want to be racist against the black people. We didn't do it. We're not making you poor looking the way you look, but still you want to be racist toward the black and brown people. But see, I ain't gonna get into that because I know that I'll start preaching. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely, I will start preaching up in here. I definitely will. I'm tired of BS. They are trying to start a race war. We need to stand together and stick to it. I stay for what's right. We do need to, like I just said, the vanilla people, the Indians, The Mexicans, Chinese, Lebanese, Ethiopians, Indians, Muslims, the Japan, all people that's over here that's not like they want to be, where they supposed to be in their life. They're struggling because the vanilla man, the vanilla people who think they got it made want to make you suffer. That's crazy. I can't stand them people. Then, remember y'all, we talked about the accident, and then they was trying to hide it and say it was a stabbing, but it was not. A knife was not in the equation. It was a shoot 'em up that they had, and they're hiding it. They're not saying anything about it, and I haven't seen too many articles about it. It's been a hush situation in Denton, Texas.
Hold on, y'all couldn't have heard about what happened at the school down there in Texas. First of all, we 2 weeks into the fucking school year. Second of all, they fucking banded phones, and one of the most serious motherfucking incidents happened last week. And guess the fuck what? The parents was the last people to find out what happened. Some kids was walking around with some pew-pews. A fight broke out, and one of the kids was standing over top of the other kids with the pew-pew over top of him like he was going to unalive the boy. And y'all talk about that's gun. They took the phones out. They need to get their education. But bitch, what about the motherfucking safety of our motherfucking kids? Why was the parents the last people to find out about this incident, and Fox News found out before the fucking parents? No, kids should have fucking phones at school because of this reason right here. Like, and now they want people to take down the video. The school want people to take down the video, all of this, because they trying to cover up something. What if you was one of them parents of those kids and you don't have no fucking footage of what happened to your child, and now it's your child word against what the fucking people saying? No, y'all gotta make this shit make motherfucking sense.
I told y'all. I knew. I told y'all it was gonna be some issues. This is crazy. I'm sick of racism. I'm sick of racism too. I'm sick of it. I'm so sick of racism. I'm sick of these damn people. I'm sick of these people. I'm so sick of these racist people. Get on my nerve. Now, don't get it twisted now. You do have racist black people. You got racist Mexican. I done seen racist Chinese, and now how the hell they gonna be racist? I don't know. I've seen racist Africans. I've seen brown people, some black people that have racism. And me, I call those people right there the ignorant ass people. Yep. I said ass. Yep. Herp don't do no cussing, but I said it. Yep. I said it and I mean it. But then Texas, remember, if you saw the last show, me and Pep was talking. Pep thought it was a stabbing. I said, no, Pep, I heard it was a pew-pewing. So I went back and I looked, and it was a pew-pew, a bang-em, shoot 'em up. Yeah, that's what happened at the school. And when the news find out before the parents find out, that is a problem. See, I knew once those phones got out the school, there was going to be some problems. I knew it. Because they can hide anything. There's no footage of your kids fighting, getting an argument, or whatever. There's nothing. The only way you're going to hear about it is through the news. And when your child come home, your child don't come home because they got hurt at school. I also read that some new laws will be taking place from the Project 2025 this month in September. Well, September tomorrow, but so yeah, September. Let's say September. Please know your rules. Please know your laws. Please know your laws. Please get a good rapport with your children, especially the high school kids. Because, the high school kids, they ain't taking nothing, especially them YNs. They ain't even having it. Point blank. So this is a time we need to teach our kids and tell our kids, you know, don't do this in school because they got somebody on the outside just waiting to lock you up. Or don't do this when you're out in public, or when you're out, you know, out with your friends, congregating, having a good time. You know, don't be doing this, don't be doing that. Try to bring less attention to yourself, so you're gonna be getting screwed and messed with by the vanilla people. But I told Pastor, no, Pap, it was a poo-poo in that school. It was not no stabbing. It was definitely not that. That wasn't it. That wasn't it. And before I get to this next story, I tell y'all all the time, your kids is the precious thing that you got. A mama gonna be a mama bear, and a daddy gonna be a daddy bear. You see what I'm saying? It's gonna be that. But y'all, I don't understand some of these people. I don't understand what's going on. And y'all need to teach y'all kids some morals and respect and some understanding.
Y'all didn't hear about the 13-year-old girl who got pregnant and did not want to tell her mama who her baby daddy was, so her mama took her to the church to give a confession to the priest to basically let him know who her baby daddy was. And when she went to the church and gave a confession to the priest, baby, she told the priest one thing, but then told her mother another thing. Now, originally, the priest told the mother that, you know, once I take her back here to have this confession, I could not tell you what she say. But he could not believe his ears when he heard what she said, so he had to go back out and let the mother know. He brought the little girl back out and say, hey, I know I said I wasn't supposed to tell you what she told me in the confession, but however, I cannot hold this in and tell your mama what you told me back there. So the little girl started telling her mama what she told the priest, but it was not exactly what she told the priest. So the priest looked at her and said, this the route you want to go? And she looked at the priest and said, yes. She basically told her mama that she told the priest that her baby daddy is her uncle, which is her mother's brother. So the mother took the daughter to the police station to press charges on her uncle for doing that to her and getting her pregnant. You know what I'm saying? But however, the priest was at the police station too because he already knew the little girl wasn't going to go and tell the truth. She had already LIE right there in front of him and told her mama that it was her uncle when really she told him that it was her grandfather. So they at the police station, the investigators go back in the room after hearing what the priest had to say and tell the little girl, like, why you lying? It's not your uncle. Tell us who it really is. The priest told us it was your grandfather. Now the mama fucked up. She don't know what the fuck going on. She don't know what to believe, baby. She in there, she fucked up. All she knows her daughter has been touched and she knew nothing about it. And her daughter would not come out and tell her who the fuck it was. So I don't know what happened after that, but she ends up going home. And when she went home, the police had her oldest daughter in handcuffs, walking her out the door. And she yelled at the mama, the oldest daughter, and said, I hate you for making me keep that baby. So what I come up with is that the daughter who was pregnant, the 13-year-old, was the oldest daughter. Y'all know where I'm trying to go? The oldest daughter that was walked out in handcuffs with blood all over her, who unalive, whoever was in that motherfucking house, was the mother of the 13-year-old girl who was touched and got pregnant. The mama knew what the fuck was going on and should have handled that years ago. Instead, she hid it and she made that girl keep that baby and she raised the child as her own, making the child her sister. Which is sick as fuck and it's crazy as hell, but that's just something I came up with. And it's just a story time I seen on TikTok, so I don't know if it's real, if it's, I don't know. I'm just giving it to y'all.
So, of course, you know, Perp did some digging. You know, I do some digging. It was a true story. It was a true story. So, what I take out of it, that the daughter must have been great and her mother made her keep the baby. And then the baby, then the daughter, which is now the 14-year-old girl, was messing around with the damn granddaddy. Lord have mercy. Let me like, There's some sick people in this world. And I hate when girls can't be upfront with their mother, can't be honest with their mother. Let Perp go back. Let me start over. Let me just say this. I don't understand that you got a young woman in the house and you're a mother and you got your daughter and your son in the house staying with you as teenage kids. And you got your kids where they can't tell you nothing come out and be honest with you about nothing, come out and tell you what's going on with them. What make a kid can't come to their parents and tell their parents anything? Anything. My mom, we told my mom everything. We didn't have no conditions where we ashamed to tell my mom this, or we scared to tell my mom that, or we scared to ask my mom this. My household wasn't like that. And it wasn't where I couldn't tell my dad nothing, or can't talk to my dad. No, I don't understand. Why is it like this? Why is it where kids can't talk to their parents? Why the parents can't talk to their kids and get some understanding with the kids and tell them to write, show them, don't do this, you can't do this, and have some understanding with their parents and a good rapport. I just don't understand it. I just don't know. I don't know. You are supposed to be able to go to your parents. I don't understand, Sarah, how these kids let their uncles, these girls let their uncles and grandfathers and stepfathers come and mess with them, and you don't tell your mom, you don't say nothing. I don't give a damn. They is your daddy, your grandfather, your stepdaddy, your uncle, cousin. I don't give a damn. Tell me, because I'm the mama, and I'm going to handle it the way it's supposed to be handled accordingly. That's crazy. You should make your kids feel like they cannot come to you and tell you nothing or be ashamed. That's why it's important to sit down with your kids and talk to your doggone kids. That's right, Sarah. I understand, Sarah. Yeah. Those are your safe haven. I don't understand. I do not understand. I don't understand why a boy can't go to his mama or go to his dad and say, somebody great ate me. I don't understand. I don't understand. Like I played a story a while back. I tell my nephew and niece that they can come to me if they need to talk. That's right, Sarah. That's right. Like I showed some months ago where a young man had a friend and he always go to his friend's house to spend the night. And the dad would come in there when the son is asleep, touching on the friend and messing with the friend. But my thing is, the boy just kept on going back. He never said nothing. Why? You couldn't tell nobody? No matter, let your kids know, no matter what that person say, you better tell your mama, I'm going to do this. Or you tell your daddy, I'm going to do this. You tell him what, I don't give a damn what they say they're going to do to you. Tell me so we can handle it accordingly. You remember that, Sarah? That's right. And he kept going back. He sure did. He kept going back and never said not one word. Not one word, making that boy a PUNKKKKKKKK. Not one doggone word. See, you have to be careful about who you let your kids spend the night with. You can't let your kids spend the night with all your cousins. Unless you know them. Unless you know they ain't no perverts. They on the same page you on. They love your kid like you love your kid. They love their kid like they love their kid. Look at her. God, I don't understand it. And the girl pregnant. So, Sarah, Sister Sarah. Lord have mercy. I know we in a bad time where things are bad, but I don't care. Y'all get to y'all kids before that person get to your kid and do something to your baby. That's why you're supposed to have talks with your kid. I don't care if you got to have a talk every day, every other day. Have a weekly review of what went on through your life during the week. That's why I remember back in the day when I was growing up, we sat at the table as a family and we ate together at the table as a family. We laughed, we talked around the table. We didn't have no cell phones. But when we came to the table, we sat and we talked. We talked to our parents. They was there listening to us. We had a good meal. Get through eating our dinner. Take our bath. I'll do our homework or whatever when we get young from school, but eat our dinner, take our baths, and get ready for bed. But our parents sat at the table. We conversated. We congregated at the table. We talked about school, what we want to be a cheerleader, basketball, volleyball, baseball, band. We did that at the table with my mother and father, or with my mother when my father was not there. Now, today's world that we're in society, people do not sit at the table and congregate and see what go on with their kids at all. Period. That's right, Sarah. People don't sit at the table no more. I don't see people sitting at the table eating together dinner, nightly dinner at the table as one. One, the dad not there, or the mom got to be at work, the dad be at work, got to, at work, or the mom at home doing all the cooking, and the dad at work and can't be home to have a meal at the table with the family, or the mama at work and the dad at home cooking a meal and stuff, and the mom can't be there. I mean, look here. We got to do better, people, with our kids. And another thing, I'm gonna go on because I ain't gonna do no preach. I'm gonna go on. Another thing, on my community wall, my heart's hurt. My heart be hurting. My heart be hurting when I put those missing kids on my community wall. Sometimes kids be out late at night. Why your kid out at 1, 2 in the morning? They got kidnapped. People watch your kids. I don't know what's going on. Walk your kid to the bus stop. Go to the bus stop and pick them up. It's so much distraction going on in the world of today. And I know how you can get distracted by everything that's going on. But your kids is your priority. Your kids is not something that you gotta do or want to do. They are your priority. And by them being your priority, you are to take care of them, make sure they're safe in all ways. But let me go on, y'all. I'm gonna go commercial because you know what? If y'all know Perp, Perp would start preaching up in here, baby. Let me go to commercial, y'all. Hang on.
Jive turkeys don't know nothing about no damn. Hey, switch it up. I got the best here. I'm gonna show all y'all how to really dance. Hey, hey, teach me how to tug it. Hey. Now it's my turn to switch it up. Let's go. Looking like a trouble when I walked in the building. That mean I got something expensive. Know my friends, they killing. All these hoes I'm killing. Nigga came from dope dealing. Dirt bike 4-wheeler. Wait, I can dance too, y'all watch. Hey. What is that? Hey, forget y'all. I make my own dances. Job.
Yeah. But y'all, I don't like that bothers me. But if you get a chance to check my community wall out in your city and state, it may be a child that you may see, that you may know of, done seen somewhere that's still missing, that you can be helped by calling 911. Be a good citizen in the community, y'all. But let's check this out, y'all. I don't understand this at all.
Take the baby bag. Mercy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Mercy. Extend this to my job. Extend this to my job. Oh, God.
Let's go part 2 before I talk about it.
I'm here. Take the baby bag. Mercy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Mercy. Extend this to my job. Extend this to my job. Oh, God.
Sister Sarah, it's surely unacceptable. You hear me? That don't make no doggone sense. 12 years. How in the hell did he break the toilet? How in the hell he break a corner of the bar off? 12 years old did this behind a cell phone. Sarah. Girl, look at him. He can never come back to my house. When he left my house, he could never, ever in his life, come back to my house. If he did all of this behind a cell phone, and because he disagreed with her taking his phone, just imagine what he would do in real life to other people as he get older. This young man's gonna be a menace to society. He done told her baby stuff up. TV man done broke shit up. Sarah, it's raining outside, y'all. Hey, this is a young man. Is going to be a menace to society, y'all. The system is going to have him. Hey, Tari, how you doing? I don't know what a dad is, but the system going to have this young man. The system is going to have this man. He going to have him. He going to be in the system. He going to be in the system. How the hell you break a toilet like that? How do you break a piece of the bar off like that? Don't even took the baby stuff and done broke her job stuff up. How long was she gone? How long was he at home by himself to turn the house up like that? He had to be at home by himself. That boy had to be home by himself to turn the house up like that. Not only be at home by himself, he had to been there for hours to be at home by himself, because that ain't no few minutes of turning no shit up. He had all day long seemed like to turn that house up. And my thing is, what were parents at? And I heard more than one people in the house with her in the background. Where were those people at? In the midst of her crying. I heard people in the background talking in the background. Where were they when he tore the house up and she ran there crying? Crying for what? I'll be around now. And I think I'll take them right on down now to CPS and drop them off. Tell them y'all can have them. Do whatever y'all want to do. You can have them. Call his daddy. You better come and get him. Or I'll take him and drop him off. You hear me? I think I'd be so damn mad, he would be homeless. That's how mad I would be. They probably working Sarah. I would be so mad, y'all. He couldn't come back. He did a lot of damage. And by her being an apartment or a house and she being an apartment, they gonna charge that to her. They gonna charge that to her. How do you break a toilet? How do a 12-year-old break a toilet like that? If your kid get mad behind a cell phone, the smallest thing, he'll get mad or she'll get mad behind the biggest thing. No, Lord. I honestly, I don't know how I handle that. But I guarantee you, however I handle it, it would not be good. Because, baby, it'd be some ass whooping up in there. I think I had to get my stitcher cord. I'd beat some ass. Oh, I might go to jail. I'm gonna be at that point. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go to jail. And when I have my hearing with the court, I'm gonna show that man why I was so pissed off whooping ass up in my house. Because I would have hung that little by his foot. Oh, yes, and God, indeed. There is no way in hell cell that you be doing that. No. A bad temper. You're out of control. He is out of control. See, he must be one of them kids that she been, yeah, baby. Yeah, baby, I got this, baby. Mom, yeah, go on. Yeah, do this, go on. And, sometimes, he may be even the ones that act out in school. She couldn't do nothing with him. Now he in your house behind a cell phone, turn your shit up. Something that you don't work hard for. Your baby stuff out, the baby little stuff out on the floor, toe all up. Turn your stuff up that you done paid and work hard for. Baby. Lord have mercy. Not my child. No.
So I hear everybody saying, go to Crumble Cookie page and look at their repost list. And what do? I look. So basically what they're saying is Crumble Cookie doesn't support creators. The creators that post their products or use their products that are this color right here, they don't support them. They don't put them on their page. So you know what I did? I said, let me go see. And Crumble Cookie. You need to be ashamed of yourself. But here's the thing, right? Let me say this. Y'all got to understand that people are not going to mess with us. We got to make our own lane. We got to stop worrying about somebody else's lane or what somebody else is doing. And we the biggest. And when I say we the biggest, we are the biggest. They follow us. We make the trends, they follow the trends. So I'm saying this.
Crumble cookies. I've eaten crumble cookies one time. I didn't like it. It was too sweet. Too sweet. Too sweet. Too sweet for me. Too sweet. But let me get on this right here. Before I play this, I'm going to ask you this question. Then I'm going to play the video. Do you think the White House should be on TikTok? Again, and what I mean by that, do you think the White House should have an account on TikTok?
Well, this is interesting. The White House has just made an official TikTok page. That's right, the White House, a government entity. And it's wild. The first video, Trump's like, I am your voice. And then they went and did like a fancy like White House video after that. Very trendy. But this is odd, people. There are laws against this, held up by Congress. I mean, this is a foreign adversaries app. Now, does this make me think that TikTok's not going anywhere? Probably. I don't see why the White House would go and take their time to make a page if the app wasn't going to be around. You always got to take a deeper look at things. I notice a lot of the same things being said in the comment section of these videos, which aren't good things. A lot of jabs, a lot of questions towards the administration. People, do you ever think maybe they just wanted to see who doesn't like them? Maybe collect some data? I don't know if I'd be putting any spicy comments on any of these videos. You don't know what they can do with that information. But at the same time, maybe it's a good thing. Like that there's hope for the future of TikTok in America. Because like I said, I don't know why they would go and do this if it wasn't going to be around. But definitely keep an eye on this page. It's getting interesting.
Sarah said no, they should have a TikTok page, a TikTok account. They sure shouldn't, Sarah. But they were saying that TikTok was going to close down. It was going to shut down September the 5th. And that the United States is going to open their own TikTok up. Well, TikTok will not be shutting down September the 5th.
With the launching of the White House TikTok account, are you no longer concerned about privacy concerns or national security problems?
I'm really not. I think it's highly overrated. So I'm a fan of TikTok. My kids like TikTok. Young people love TikTok. If we can keep it going, good. And we're going to watch the security concerns. And we have buyers, American buyers. We have American buyers. In the meantime, until the complexity of things work out, we just extend a little bit longer. But we have buyers. We have very substantial American buyers that want to buy it.
So now, excuse me, sorry about that. Now they're saying TikTok is going to be up for until September the 17th. Now, if they shut TikTok down, I promise you, I will not be going to the United States TikTok. Trust me, it always end up being a data breach once they done got all of your information. Now, y'all remember now, a while back, I told you, I said, I played a video and we talked about it, where they would need, from now, when the AI is going to be going through to see if you are of a certain age. If you are a certain age, you will have to upload your identification to prove an age limit that you are. I think it's 18. You have to prove that you're 18 by showing identification. Remember I told y'all about that? We talked about that. Now, if TikTok do this and the White House get TikTok and be up on their wings, I'm not going to download another TikTok. I don't want my information out there like that. You remember Sarah? Yep. You know, it's crazy. It is crazy. Why would the White House need a TikTok account somewhere where they always getting scrutinized at? Why? It didn't say Donald Trump got a TikTok account like he had a X account. They saying the White House have a TikTok account. They can go in there and fuck with your shit. And let me remind you, okay? Over on IG, they got it where all of your followers can know where you are. They got a map, a navigation map, and it tells you, like, if I'm at home, me and you are friends, Sarah, and I'm at home or I'm out and about. You can go on on that deal on Instagram on the map and pinpoint what a freaking workplace I'm at. You'll know where I'm at. So therefore, if you don't know how to go into your settings, and if you have not upgraded your Instagram, if you have not upgraded your Instagram, it's not on there. You're going to have to go on there and upgrade your Instagram and go to your settings and take care of that. I went to my Instagram. I had to update my Instagram, matter of fact. And then I had to go in my settings. And then I had to go to my locations and turn that shit off. And if you got it on 4 or 5 phones, you go 2 or 3 accounts on Instagram, you go in and you turn that stuff off in your settings. See, what they're doing is having these different platforms, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, they all going and they changing stuff around. And if you're not paying attention, your information going to be out there. People going to be following you. I mean, it's just crazy. I don't understand.
Have you ever thought about what happens to your family members' bodies after you leave that burial service? Well, it's a video going viral right now of a guy that says he believes that it can't be bodies in those caskets. So it's a video going around right now of a guy saying that for a side hustle, he digs graves. And one day, while he was on this grave digging side hustle, he seen some shit that changed his perspective on graveyards forever. So basically, he said while he was digging, the cemetery director walked over to him and said, "We need to lift that casket up." So when they lifted this casket, the casket came up uneven, like it wasn't enough weight on each side of the caskets. So basically, the funeral director told him, "Listen, we got to lift it manually." When they lifted manually, he noticed that this casket was really light, super light, like it wasn't a body in there. So of course, that shit made him ask the question, why is this casket so light? And guess what the funeral director said? The director said, don't ask questions that you ain't ready for. You know.
So they trying to tell me I need to go back down to Arkansas down there and check on my grandma and make sure they they casket down there. Is that what that man trying to tell me? And y'all remember now, I don't see half these videos come on here with y'all. Is he trying to say that all the money that you spend at the funeral home to give your people the best that they can have of a home going, and these caskets is empty? It makes me wonder. Are all those burial sites full with the people that's supposed to be in there, the loved ones that we thought was in there? It made me wonder a little bit. It made me want to think that, do I need to go down and see what's going on in my grandma's case? Yeah, open it up. Pull all the dirt off. Open it up. Let me see. Man, I don't think you want. Yeah, I want to see. I want to see is my granny still up in there. I want to see is my auntie. Matter of fact, is my daddy still up in there? You know, I want to know. That made me wonder. It sounds crazy, but in your mind, it make you wonder. But it's like I've seen when I passed by some cemeteries, they had a dirt and they hadn't buried a person and hadn't put nobody in the ground yet. And I'd be like, well, how long they gonna leave them out? Sometimes the hole be with water or be too muddy. Sometimes that can be the circumstances. But if we pay for our loved ones to be put there and be in there and done the right way, we want to make sure they're there. And all the jury that was on them is there. But Lord, I hope they ain't doing nothing like that. That'd be the most evil thing. The dirtiest, the blackest, devilish thing it could be if that ever happened. Lord, I don't know, y'all. It's a lot of things make you say, Like I say, things we know and things that we don't know. And I have said a lot of things and showed a lot of things that we don't know. But like I said earlier, if you got a kid, before I get off, you got a kid, have your kid where your kid is comfortable to talk to you about anything. Sit down with your kid at the table and have those conversations and talk. How is school? You know, how your reading coming along? Oh, you know, how chemistry working out for you? How's your peers in school? How's your school teacher? You having any problems? You know, you stressing about anything ain't going right. You know, is anybody bullying you, punking you at school? You know, messing with you. You know, picking on you in class. Anything you got to ask your babies this, y'all. We love our kids. And if we don't love our kids the way they're supposed to be loved, who's going to love them the way they're supposed to be loved if you don't do it? Nobody. Please, y'all, if y'all don't have to understand your house, get some. Protect your kids. If your kid in the house and having out of control tempers, like Sarah said, and behind cell phones ain't acting right, you got to get your shit in order. Your shit is not in order. Your house is not in order. Because there's no way in the world a 12-year-old supposed to do something like that. And there's no way in the world a 14-year-old girl have intercourse and lying about it, trying to get the uncle in trouble. But at the end, it was the granddaddy. The granddaddy. The old ass granddaddy. The one smelled like Dick Sad. That granddaddy. Him. You know. The mama's daddy. It's sad. It's sad. All I ask y'all to do is live y'all kids. Check on your kids. And I don't understand how so many kids come missing. That's another thing. I just can't fathom in my mind how these babies just come missing like this. I don't understand. Are we not watching our kids? I remember back in the day, we didn't have all that. We knew to come home with street light. They didn't want to mess with the Gen X kids, no way, because we wasn't having it. We wasn't having none of that. We weren't having it. They didn't. I guess things so bad now. You know, in my days, we didn't play that. Our parents didn't play about us. But it seems like now, today's society, parents are playing about their kids. They're not serious about their kids. But I'm a Gen X kid. We went outside and we played. We came home when the lights came up. When the lights came on. You better be at home before it get dark. When the light get on, you better come to the house. Don't make me come down there and look for you. Understand me? Yes, ma'am. We put ma'am in a situation when you spoke to my mama. Yes, sir, when we talk to my daddy. Let's check this out, y'all.
For those who don't know, let me tell you something about Gen X. We wasn't raised to argue. Nope. All that back and forth, we ain't doing all that shit. We was raised on say it with your chest and then swing on it. A Gen X ain't giving you no warning. Like, we ain't gonna say, I'm gonna beat your ass. Nah, we just gonna keep walking towards you like we don't hear what you saying. As soon as we get close enough, congratulations. You just signed up for an ass whooping package. Amazon Prime delivery. No tracking number. Don't get me wrong. We're not promising victory. We just promising hands. Win, lose, or draw. But a Gen X ain't never sprinted out of a fight. Bruised? Yes. Limping? Definitely. But running? Hell no. That shit ain't even in our DNA. Every single one of us done had at least one good scrap. Black, white, Hispanic, Asian. It don't matter where the hell you from. If you Gen X, your knuckles got history. Let me be clear. If you couldn't fight back then, we wasn't claiming you. You was the cousin who didn't get invited to the block parties. Nah, fam, you gotta go sit with the Cabbage Patch Kids. Bottom line, Gen X ain't gonna post, we ain't gonna tweet, we gonna swing. And you gonna find out in real time that that's just how the fuck we built. Eye of the tiger is the fight.
Yeah, that's about right. On that note, y'all make sure y'all it's still hot outside, the weather. Check on your elders, call and check on them. They might not call and check on you, but you call and check on them. And I promise you, if you start calling your elders and checking on them, they'll put a smile on their face. You make sure you put water out there for your delivery people, your postman, Amazon, whoever come through, maybe a little peanut butter crackers or cheese or whatever, because they when you get dehydrated, take your energy away from you. See what I'm saying? You know, be nice in your community. Help your deliveries people out. You know, like I said, check on your elders. And like I said, please go to my community wall. And it may be some kids there that you may know, have seen, and never know they were missing. You know, you can help with the 911. You can help them out, trying to get them situated back to their home where their family is and just been worried about them. If you got a missing kid that I don't know about, you can email it to me at vinoentertainmenttv@gmail.com, and I will post it on my community wall. I will talk about it as well. Let's see what else. Check me out in the morning time, y'all. Most definitely, I'll be in the morning time working out. I haven't been going because I got some gel put on my knee, but I will be going to work out on Tuesday, tomorrow, which is Monday. Everybody gonna be in the gym, and I don't want to be around all those people tomorrow, but I will be on my grind on Tuesday, back working out, and I think that'll be day 55 that I'm back working out. And plus my cousin will be back in town by then. But y'all take care of yourselves. You know, love yourselves. You know, sometimes we don't got nobody to hug us and kiss us. Go to the mirror and say, mwah, kiss your damn self. And guess what? Take your arms and wrap around you and hug it real sweet, real hard, and squeeze yourself and say, I love myself if nobody else love me. But guess what? I always know somebody love you. Purple love you. Trust me. I love you. I love everybody. I love everybody. Anyway, I gotta go. It's raining, y'all. When it's raining, you know how we do. We get a little sleep and everything. And I already had my meal already and everything. But hey, anyway, how the hell you gonna love somebody, y'all? You don't love yourself.